to Bottoms Down Chair Yoga for Everyone. I'm Carol. I am so glad you've joined us. Today is day 17 of our 30-day Reset and Renew series. In today's class, we're going to get a cognitive boost as we increase fresh blood and oxygen to the brain, relax the mind, increase focus, and improve memory. Let's experience our chair yoga practice as a community together. Hello and welcome to Bottoms Down, Chair Yoga for Everyone. I'm Carol. I'm so glad you joined us today. Check out the sections on the Bottoms Down YouTube channel homepage that make it easier to find classes by length, or by purpose, or by body area. And if you haven't already, please click the subscribe button. Don't forget it's free, and we'd love to hear from you, so leave a comment. So in today's practice, we'll explore poses to engage the brain. We're going to get that mind and body connection. So you'll need a chair for today's class and a small ball. Now, if you don't have a small ball, you can substitute a toilet paper roll, or you can just do the class without it. It's just fine. Okay, so we're going to get started by moving forward in our chair. We're going to take a moment to ground our feet to the floor and have them equally weighted. So we don't want to have, the pronated or the supinated. We want to have those feet, all four pressure points of the feet, grounded to that earth. Same thing with the sits bones in your chair. So you don't want to feel like you're leaning one way or the other. All right. Let's go ahead and flip our palms to the ceiling. Lift your heart, pull the shoulders down, close your eyes. And just your natural breath here. Now let's begin to elongate that breath, just inhaling a little more deeply and exhaling a little more completely. One more like that. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your intentions for today's practice. One more breath here. Let's bring those hands back down. And we're going to do some shoulder rolls. So we're just going to lift our shoulders up and then bring them back behind us and bring them down. And let's do that again. So shoulders coming forward and then up. And then down. And then let's just reverse that. So back and then up and then forward and down. And do it one more time just like that. Should feel good. Just a little tension release for those shoulders. All right. Excellent work. So the next thing we're going to do, it's called head nods. So I kind of want you to watch me real quick, because once we tuck our chin, you may not know what we're doing. So we're going to start with our hands on our knees. Then we'll let our head fall forward, but let's do it without letting the head fall first, okay? Now you're going to flip your palms up so the elbow creases are up towards the ceiling. Then squeeze your shoulder blades behind. Look what's happening to my hands, right? So they're on the knees first. But as I squeeze my shoulder blades behind, my hand placement now is moving from knees to thighs, okay? Then we're going to lift our palms and pulse, okay? Do you feel that? All right, so just release that. Now, we're going to do that with our head tucked down. So I think when you see it now, when you hear the cues, you'll kind of know what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to start with our hands on our knees. We're going to let our head fall forward. So just kind of tucking the chin, you're looking down at your lap. Now, take your palms and flip them up. So those elbow creases now are facing up towards the ceiling. Your hands are still on the knees. Now, squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. And as you do that, your hand placement is going to move from knees to thighs. Do you feel that? Squeeze those shoulder blades behind you. Now, don't lose the shoulder squeeze, okay? So squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Lift your palms up off the mat and just let your hands pulse up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Last time, go ahead and bring the hands down and release. How did that feel? Is that a nice little stretch? Shall we do just a couple more shoulder rolls? Is that okay? Maybe one arm at a time? Beautiful. Last time. Okay, let's release that. We're going to move into a cat and a cow. So as we begin our cow pose, listen, think about lifting our heart. Lift up through the spine. Open up through the throat, okay? Let's grab the back of the chair, squeeze, lifting up into that cow pose. Now we're going to move into cat. We're going to round our spine, hands on those thighs, pull that belly in, tuck your chin and look down at your belly. Let's lift back up into cow, grab the back of that chair, lift up, open through the throat. Maybe you look up a little bit and exhale and come into cat pose. Let's do that just one more time. Inhale up into your cow pose. And exhale into your cat pose. Beautiful work. And release that. Okay? That feeling pretty good? A little warm up there? So we're going to move into an extended mountain. So we're going to extend our arms up towards the ceiling. Shoulders are down. Belly is tight. Bring your palms together. Interlace your pointer fingers to the ceiling. All right? Now we're just going to lean that mountain just a little bit here. And then we're going to come up and we're going to lean the other way. All right? Let's come up and bring those hands down. Take just a moment. Now, as you're leaning, I want you to really concentrate on keeping the opposite hip down. So you should be feeling a stretch from hip through armpit and then armpit through finger. So it's kind of two distinct stretches. And then we're going to add a twist this time. Okay, are we ready? Extend your mountain. Fingertips to ceiling, shoulders are down, palms together, interlace fingers, pointer fingers to the ceiling. All right, we're going to lean our mountain. We're going to twist and look up at the ceiling. You feel the twist right there at the rib cage, right? Sideways just warming up a little bit. Let's take the twist out. Up we go, and let's go to the other side. Lean that mountain and then up and twist. Looking up at the ceiling, feeling the activation of those oblique muscles. One more breath here. Release the twist. Come up and release. Very good. Okay. So we're going to move into a crescent lunge. Take your right knee and open it. So a nice stretch in those inner thighs. Okay. So remember that knee is pointing right towards me. So you don't want this knee to fold in. Feel that stretch. Okay. Now we're going to let this left knee fall towards the floor. So I'm just turning in my chair a little bit, and I'm going to let that knee just fall down. Okay? You should feel a good stretch through the front side of that leg. Now, if you want just a little bit more, you're just simply going to push this foot back just a little bit. Okay? I'm still up on my toes. I'm facing forward. My hands are on this leg, and my heart is lifted. So we don't want to let that heart fall forward. We want to keep that heart lifted. Let's release just one more time. Here we go. One more breath. All right, let's release it. We're going to face forward now and move into pyramid pose. So the same leg, we're going to extend it in front of us, toes to the ceiling. We're going to lengthen through the spine and just let your heart fall forward, keeping the back flat. So now we're stretching the back side of that same leg. You feel it? All right, let's tuck our chin and roll up, and then we're going to just do that one more time. Extend nice and long first, belly tight. Hold on to those thighs. That's fine. Support that upper body. You got it. Keep that back flat. One more breath, and roll it up. Okay, good. Bend that knee and put the foot on the floor. Okay, are we ready for the other side? Let's do it. Let's open that left knee. So remember, your right knee needs to stay facing forward. Feeling that stretch in those inner thighs, right? Heart stays lifted, belly stays tight. All right, are we ready? Let's let that knee fall down for that crescent lunge. So it's just a nice stretch for the front side of that leg. And I'm facing forward. My heart is lifted. My hands are just resting on this front knee or on the chair. Okay, good. Now, if you want a little more, I'm going to push my foot back. I'm still up on those back toes, and my heart stays lifted. Let's release that knee, and we're going to do that one more time. One more breath. Okay. Are we ready for pyramid pose? Okay, same leg. Extend it out, toes to the ceiling. So I like to put my hands on my thighs. I just give myself a little support there. So lengthen through the spine, keep the belly tight, let that heart fall forward. There we are, pyramid pose. Tuck your chin, roll it up. And we're going to do that one more time. Extending nice and long through the spine, belly tight. Let that heart fall forward. Tuck the chin and roll it up. Okay, let's bend that knee. Bring the feet back to the floor and grab a sip of water. So patterns are another way for us to work on our memory. So what we're going to do, let's just start with our left hand. And we're going to do our thumb to our index finger is going to be 1. Thumb to the middle finger is 2. Thumb to the ring finger is 3. And then to the pinky is 4. Okay, so let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do the other hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so you got the idea. And then we're going to be mixing that up, and we're going to add a knee lift, okay? So let's do the hands first. Let's just play a little bit with the hands. So we're going to, and if you can do both hands at the same time, that's the idea. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 3, 4, 2, 4, 1, 4, and down. Okay, so you got the idea? You're going to mix it up. I think I messed up in there somewhere, but anyway, you got the idea. Okay, now what we're going to do is add knee lifts. Okay, so let's just do the 1, 2, 3, 4 with the knees. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 4, 2, 1, 3, 4, 2, 1, 4, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, and release. How'd you do? I messed up again in there somewhere, but anyway. It's really good for us, right? So that whole connecting, we've got some patterns going, our knees are lifting, we got all kinds of stuff going on with those, the brain, so that whole neuroplasticity, right? That whole of those connecting in there, it's really, really good for the brain. Okay, so the next series, or the next pose is dancer pose. So we're going to grab our ball. If you don't have it again, just don't worry about it. It's fine. Do it without the ball. But you're going to move to the right side of your chair. Okay, so you're holding on to that chair. What we're going to do is we're going to bend this knee, this right knee down. Okay, so notice it's going straight down towards the floor. And all I want to do is I'm going to bring my ball back by the ankle and see if I can lift my ankle a little bit. You can hold the chair, right? So hold on to that chair. See if you can lift that ankle just a little bit. Keep that knee down. Okay? Beautiful. Now drop that foot back down. We're going to grab the ball in the other hand, and we're going to see if we can lift this leg up. And there we are in a dancer pose. Okay? So it is a seated balance pose. Let's come back down. I know it's super challenging. Let's try that one more time, all right? So let's start by holding the chair. Let that knee fall down. Okay, now just try to lift your ankle up and touch that ball. It's a lot of work, right? Keeping those abdominals tight. Keeping those abdominals tight. Okay, now let's do the other side. Let's do it with the ball up. Then you're going to reach back and see if you can grab. You'll notice that I'm leaning a little bit. That's fine, right? So here we are in a seated dancer pose. Beautiful. Okay, let's see if we can do the other side. So again, we're going to move to the edge of the chair. This foot is down. This knee is down towards the floor. I've got the ball in the same hand of the leg where the knee is bent down. And then I'm just going to try to lift that foot up and touch the ankle to the ball. I know it's very challenging. I know that it is. Let's release that. And let's do that just one more time, right? Good. Now, if you want to try it, we're going to grab the ball in the other hand, and we're going to lift up and try to grab that ankle. So there's a little balance work, well, a lot of balance work. You'll be leaning some. It's okay. Feeling that stretch in the front side of that leg. One more breath, and down we go. Okay, very good. So let's go ahead and set our ball down for this next series. We're going to do, it's mountain pose to staff pose. So we're going to come forward in our chair. So make sure that you're not leaning back. You want a little bit of space between your hips and the back of the chair. So we're first going to come into an extended mountain pose. So simply extending our hands up towards the ceiling. Belly is tight, shoulders are down. Now we're going to take our hands and place the thumbs right under the armpits. Lift up through the sternum. So extending nice and tall through the chest, crown of the head lifts up. Now, all I'm going to do is try to maintain this lifted chest, and I'm going to take my fingertips back to the back of the chair and maintain my extended torso. One more breath and release. Okay, can we do that one more time? Here we go. Extending your mountain nice and long, shoulders are down. Okay, now we're going to come to staff pose. Put your thumbs right under those armpits. Lift up through the sternum, lifting up nice and tall, crown of the head to the ceiling. Now try to release, but as you release your hands, maintain that extended sternum, lifting up, crown of the head up. One more breath here and release. So, you know, mountain pose and staff pose look so simple, but when you really focus in and do them with mindfulness, they're really, really challenging poses to do. So the next thing we're going to do, the brain stimulation also helps with our inversion. So we're going to do a forward fold. And then we're going to be adding what I call the whoosh, where we're lifting up and then we're folding down. And we're lifting up and we're folding down. So that movement, getting that blood down to the brain, is another really good brain stimulator. So we're going to do it very safely, and I'm going to give you options. The first thing we're going to do is do a heel, toe. So we're nice and wide-legged. I want you to feel very stable on your chair, okay? So really feel like you're on that chair and you feel super stable. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is holding on to those thighs, begin to let the heart fall forward. Okay, super gentle here. Just begin to let that heart fall forward. Now, maybe you walk your hands down your legs a little bit, okay, if that feels okay. Now, you're going to tuck your chin. Let that head fall. So we're in an inversion. We're letting the blood run to the brain. One more breath, and we're going to tuck our chin, and we're going to roll up slowly, okay? And we're going to do that just like that one more time. Extending nice and long, letting that heart begin to fall forward. Maybe you walk your hands down your legs, tuck the chin, let the head fall. Now, if it feels okay, maybe your hands come to the mat or come to the floor. All right, now tuck your chin and roll it up slowly. And take a moment. Okay, so if that with your head down makes you dizzy, you're going to stay right here. You're going to still do the same thing we're doing, but you're not going to let your head fall below your heart. You're just going to stay here, all right? But if it doesn't make you dizzy, we're going to do the full expression of this series. And so as we come down, let's everybody go all the way back down again. We've done this one. Your hands come to the floor. Let the head fall. Now, as you come up, pull your belly in. We're going to come up, hands to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, whoosh it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, whoosh. Inhale, lift. Exhale, whoosh down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Hold. Grab your hands onto those legs. Walk yourself back up. And heel toe your feet back together. How did that feel? Right? I know. So that was a lot of work, down and up. We had our breath going. We had our blood, our head down, inversion. We had a lot of stuff going in that one, didn't we? So I want to finish up this mountain pose again. If you would join me in mountain pose. So we did this a minute ago, extending those fingertips to the ceiling. All right. Now come back into that staff pose. Thumbs right under. Lift sternum. Now you're just simply going to bring your hands back to the chair, maintaining that extended sternum, right? Crown of the head to the ceiling. 1 more breath and release. Let's grab a sip of water. We're going to come to standing on the right side of our chair. And if you have a ball, go ahead and just set it up into the seat of the chair. We're going to put our weight into the leg next to the chair. And we're going to bring that other knee up to a tabletop position. So pull your belly in super tight here, okay? See if you can let go of the chair. Maybe you bring hands to heart. And let's just rotate that ankle a little bit. And then we're going to reverse that roll. You're going to bring your knee out to the side and slide that leg down. Now maybe the toes go all the way to the mat, which is fine. Or maybe the leg, you've got the foot against the inside of that standing leg. That's fine too. Tree pose. We have 1 more breath here. Let's go ahead and put that foot down, okay? So now we're going to add the branches to our trees, and we'll flip our palms up and just look up. So it's just a little add-on there. So let's do the same thing. We're going to get into it the same way. All right, so hold the chair. Go ahead and take that foot to tabletop. If you want to do a couple of rotations there, that's fine. Okay, we're going to bring that knee out, and then maybe that foot, the toes come down, or maybe they stay there. Right? It's all good. Can you let go of the chair and bring your hands to heart? Remember, one of the keys to balance is belly, so pulling the abdominals in super tight, lifting those pelvic floor muscles. Let's add the branches to our trees. Look up if you wish. You don't have to. Bring the gaze back down. Bring the hands back to heart. Knee comes forward and put that foot down. Okay, really good. So let's go ahead and do the other side. So again, we're going to put the weight into the leg next to the chair. Hold that chair first, all right? So let's go ahead and come up to that tabletop leg. If you want to bring your hands to heart, go for it. And then maybe do some ankle rolls there. Reverse. Okay. Now bring that knee out and then just let that foot slide down and maybe the toes come to the floor. Fine. Absolutely fine. If you want to bring the foot up, that's fine too. Remember, belly tight, lifting your pelvic floor muscles, finding that spot that's not moving, kind of focusing in on that spot that's on the floor in front of you. 1 more breath. Bring the knee forward and put that foot down, okay? So we're going to do that same thing again. Hold that chair, bring that knee up. You can also just have the toes down here, right? I didn't say that, but you could just have those toes down, bring your hands up like this, and that's fine too. So you've got that little kickstand, right? Or you've got the knee lifted, tabletop leg. Rotate that ankle. Reverse your rotation. Bring the knee out, Slide that leg down. Maybe the toes touch. Maybe the sole of the foot is on the inside of that standing leg. Either is fine. Don't forget, abdominals are tight. Pelvic floor muscles are lifted. Super challenging here, right? All right, are we ready to add the branches to our trees? One more breath here. We got this. Look up if you want. So challenging. Bring the hands back down. Bring the knee forward and put that foot down. All right, very good. Let's come to the other side of our chair. So what you're going to do is this leg next to the chair, take a step forward, and then those back toes are going to be on the mat. So a crescent lunge. So you're kind of letting the center of the body sink. So I'm not forward. Let the body sink. And then technically what I'd like is to have your feet a little bit more on a tightrope. So I know often I'll say, let's do railroad, like a railroad track. Today I'd like you to see if you can have them a little bit more like in alignment. Okay, let's grab that ball. Bring that ball to heart. Okay, so we're up on those back toes now. Belly is tight. You got your chair right here if you need it. See if you can come up onto those front toes. All right, now we're going to twist towards our chair. We're going to come back center, and we're going to twist the other way. We're going to come back center. Let's put those front toes down and a step forward. All right? How did that feel? Pretty challenging, I know, right? Okay, let's go to the other side. So if you want to just have your ball sitting there until you kind of get into the pose, that's fine. So we're going to take that step forward. So you want to do the other side. I was about to do the same side. You don't want to do the same side again. Okay, so let's get up on those back toes first, right? Bend that front knee. So you're letting the center of the body just kind of sink down. You should feel the back side of that back leg stretching. The front side of that back leg should feel stretching, okay? Now let's reach down and grab the ball, bring it to heart. All right, so see if you can lift up onto those front toes. Right? Oh, it's a balance challenge. Belly is tight. Okay, we're going to turn in towards our chair again. Bring the ball forward. You're looking at me. And now let's turn the other way. Belly tight, belly tight, belly tight. Let's go ahead and turn and face the forward again. Put that heel down, and take a break. I know, right? That's so challenging. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is a chair pose with a little bit of a toe stand. So again, you've got options here. So the first thing we're going to do is, I have my ball in hands to begin with. We're going to shoot up, and I want you to see what I'm doing. Shoot your hips back, right? So my knees are not coming forward. I'm pushing my hips back as I bend my knees. My heart stays lifted. Bring that ball between the knees. Squeeze it and bring your hands to heart, okay? Now, what we're going to do, if you want, let's go ahead and extend those arms long and squeeze that ball. So the lengthening of the arms is going to give you a little counterbalance. Your belly stays super tight here. Okay, are we ready? We're going to lift our right heel off the floor. And then we're going to put that down. We're going to lift our left heel off of the floor. And then we're going to put it down. Okay, are we ready? We're going to lift one heel, then, whoops, don't fall like me. Then the other heel. Shoulders down, belly tight, toe stand. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Go ahead and put one heel down, put the other heel down. Bring your hands to your heart. Grab the ball and release. How'd you do on that one? Can we do it again? Please say we're not doing it again. We're going to do it one more time. I just think sometimes with balance poses, doing it that second time, we kind of have got it in our head. So let's do it. Come on. Well, come into chair pose first. Now put that ball in there. Squeeze it. Okay, are we ready? Extend those arms. You can have hands at heart if that feels better. It's fine. In fact, I'll do it with hands at heart this time. Okay, are we ready? Let's lift one heel up first. Put it down. Lift the other heel up. Put it down. Okay, are we ready? We're going to lift one and then we're going to lift the other. We're in this toe stand. Belly tight. Find that spot that's not moving. Whoops. Breathe, breathe, breathe. One more breath and put a heel down. Put a heel down and come out. How did that feel? Whew, right? I know. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is dancer pose. We're going to do it with a ball. So I'm going to put my weight into the leg that's next to the chair. I'm going to hold that chair for right now, okay? I'm just simply lifting this this heel or this leg up, and I'm bringing the ball next to the ankle. So the key to dancer is you want those knees to be as much in alignment as you can. All right, so there we are. And if you want to let go, here's a beautiful dancer pose right here. It's great. Let's go ahead and grab that chair, put the foot down. Okay, so now another version of dancer pose is we're going to have the ball in the other hand, okay? I would put it here just to get yourself set to begin with. Pull that belly in, lift your pelvic floor muscles, right? All that balance stuff. Now reach up and grab that ankle if it feels good. You can even grab the pants legs if you want, or you can just do what we did a minute ago where you just simply lift the heel up. It's fine. All right, are we ready? Belly tight, soften that standing knee, and now we're just going to bring that ball out. Now, if you want just a little bit more, you can push your foot into the hand, but don't feel like you have to do that. It's just an option. All right, ready? Come down out of it. Release. Okay, other side. We got this. We got this. So you've got the ball in that left hand, right? So hang on to that chair. All you're going to do is lift that left heel. You see what I'm doing? I'm just lifting that left heel off the floor, and my ball is coming down by the ankle. Okay, hang on, belly tight. See if you can let go of the chair. So there's a great version of dancer right here. It's beautiful. Okay, go ahead and grab the chair and release. Okay, if you want that next version, we're going to switch the ball into the other hand. Okay, let's put the ball here. Hang on until we lift that foot up, right? So you're grabbing your foot. Knees are in alignment. Now, see if you can let go and bring that ball up. And if you want a little more, you're just going to push your foot into the hand. But don't feel like you got to do that, right? It's all good. One more breath here. Let's come down and put that foot down. That's really good work, you guys. Really, really good work. Let's come to seated. And grab a sip of water. The next series is some brain switching work. So let's grab our ball. If you don't have the ball, just pretend you have a ball. It's all fine. We're going to take the ball and I'm going to move a little bit forward in my chair. So if you want to join me on that one, we're going to put the ball into our right hand, and we're going to push that ball up first. Then we're going to push it forward, and then we're going to bring it to the side, and then switch. Up, forward, side, switch. Up, forward, side, switch. Up, forward, side, switch. Okay, very good. I kind of pulled a fast one on you there, didn't I? Didn't tell you what I was doing. So now we're going to add the legs. So here we go. Up, that knee comes up. Forward, that leg extends out in front. Side, that knee comes open. And switch. Up, forward, side, switch. Up, forward, side, switch, up, forward, side, switch, up, switch, up, okay, very good. How'd you do? All right. So the next one is another brain switching series. And I'm going to go ahead and laugh at myself to begin with because I know I'll mess up. But it's fun, right? It's fun. We laugh. It's all good. So we're going to start with just our ball. So we're bouncing and up and down and up, down, up, down, up. You got it? So that's our rhythm. Down, down, down. Now we're going to add the knees. So the knees come up to meet the ball as we bounce it. You got it? Now take the hands out, just the knees. Good. Now add the hands and bounce and bounce. Good. Okay, so now let's stop that. So you kind of got the rhythm, right? Down, and down, and down, and down. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to keep the legs going. So let's get them going. Up, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now we're going to change the speed of the hands. So instead of that same speed, we're going to try to do it at half time. I'm already laughing because I always mess it up. Here we go. Down and up and down and up and down and down and up. It's so hard. It looks so easy, but to try to keep this going, right? It's brain work. It's so good for us. Down and up. Now, same. Here we go. Can we do that one more time? Let's half time the hands. Here we go. Down and down. I know. Laugh at yourself. It's okay. We all laugh at ourselves. Woo! Last one. And release. Okay, was that fun or what? Right? You got to admit, that was a little bit of fun. Let's set our ball aside. Good deal. Okay, so we're going to take our right leg and extend it out, toes to the ceiling. Lengthen nice and long through the spine. Begin to let that heart fall forward. So we want to keep the back flat. Just feel a nice stretch into that hamstring. And let's roll it up. And we're going to do that again. Lengthen and hinge. And really good. Okay, pigeon pose. So remember, ankle to knee if that, or leg if that works, or you can do ankle to ankle. Either is fine. Okay, let's lengthen through the spine and let that heart fall forward. Okay, go ahead and tuck the chin and come up. And let's just move that. I call this flutter in the butterfly wing just a little bit. And let's do that one more time. Extend and hinge. Should feel really good on those glutes. And up we go. Okay, let's do the other side. So we're going to start with pyramid. Toes point to the ceiling. Leg is straight. Lengthen through the spine. Let the heart fall forward. Oh, yeah, that feels so good. And tuck the chin and roll it up. Remember, keep the back flat, right? So we're not rounding. This isn't cat pose. We're keeping the back flat so that we're working into that hamstring. Tuck the chin And roll it up. Okay, let's go ahead and do our seated pigeon. So if you prefer ankle to ankle, that's fine. Or you can do ankle to knee. Let's lengthen nice and long. Let that heart fall forward. Roll it up and flutter that butterfly wing. And do it one more time. Lengthen, hinge forward, keeping the back flat, remember? And roll it up. Really, really good. Okay, let's put our feet on the floor. Go ahead and sit back in your chair. Place your hands lightly on your thighs. Flip the palms up to the ceiling. Close your eyes and just breathe.
"15 minutes. Is there something you don't want to do but you know you must? Can you give it just 15 minutes? It's not that much time, and it will be over before you know. Yet in that time, you can change your trajectory. Promise yourself a few minutes, then dive into the task. Even if you just get a little work done, that's the whole lot better than nothing. Yet there is a good chance you'll do even better than that, because once you're making a little progress, you might not want to stop. Whether that ends up being the case or not, just give it a shot. You might be surprised at what you are able to do. Give it 15 minutes, and you could very well get it done."
Go ahead and open your eyes. Let's drop that right ear towards that right shoulder. Reaching up with the right hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that left hand down towards the floor. Release it. Drop your chin towards your chest. Reach up with the hands. Give the head a gentle tug. Release it. Drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. Reach up with the left hand. Give the head that gentle tug as you press that opposite hand towards the floor. Release it. Look up just slightly. Open your mouth if you want to stretch your jaw. Bring your hands to your heart. Honoring one another, we say Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today. Remember, click on that subscribe button and leave me a comment. I will see you next time.